Yeah, hey, shout out Bobby Caldwell. You know what I'm saying? What you doing with the water? I guess you wonder. Hey, bitch. Hey, motherfucker. You need the dog shit slapped out of you, cuz. If I see a motherfucker eat, hey, I don't, bruh.
Cooking. One of the many characteristics of what we would call life, the ability to gain energy, is one of, if not the most important characteristic. Energy is everything, from movement to reproduction. Even body systems we could consider automatic, like thinking and heart beating, use up this vital thing we call energy. Energy can be gained in many ways, from photosynthesis in plants, where the sunlight and water is converted into glucose, or sugar, to chemosynthesis, which is like photosynthesis if you don't like water. But one of the most vital and important ways organisms gain energy is by eating. To eat is to process food, or what else, directly into energy we can use. Eating is a staple in almost every animal we can name, and unlike those animals, humans have a unique way of achieving this task. Ever since our caveman ancestors learned to first harvest fire, humans have preferred their foods on the cooked side. Unlike most animals, prefer taking it raw. No diddy. The achievement of cooked food was a massive stepping stone, as it allowed us to gain more energy from our food, as cooking food essentially breaks down the more complex structures inside, meaning we can digest them more easily without the need to process the big complicated strands of protein and whatever else. We can get right to the source. This exponential gain of energy is also believed to directly contribute to our intelligence, as more energy in the food we eat is thought to have made our brains both bigger and more complex. Where we humans lack in claws or fangs or whatever else have you, we make up for in intelligence, as shown when humans learn to farm. Now, we can grow our food right where we live. We don't have to bother scavenging out for berries and mushrooms that might just kill us. Why harvest when our food is right here? Those farms later on led to cities, which led to domestication of inferior animals and livestock. Then, the Europeans decided to Nanking the world for spices, which led to acts so cruel they promised to never use them again, in atonement for their sins indeed. And after numerous advancements in societal process, now what used to require chefs and crews of people spending their whole life how to make bread, we live in a time period where now the average person has a stove in their home and can cook up whatever their imagination can come up with. And boy, how the mighty have fallen. We used to chase woolly mammoths. Woolly mammoths. Do you know how big a woolly mammoth is? We used to chase them, literally run them to the brink of extinction, just for you to use the meat we slaved for to make this? This? Cavemen would literally kill for this. A Victorian child would have a heart attack if they saw even half the spices you have in your average spice cabinet, just for you to make this? The ancient Greeks once said, well, not them as a collective, I guess one person said it and they all took credit. Nothing changes, I guess. One of them said that the written word, in other words, a book, would be the death of knowledge. While it's easy to laugh at him or her, actually no, just him, women weren't seen as people. Him, it was probably him. While it's easy to laugh at him today, in a world where Bing is at our very fingertips, people still use Bing, right? While it's easy to laugh at him in a world where Yahoo is a click away, 0 for 2, okay. Well, what's the site people use? Hold on, let me Google it. Site people. Oh yeah, my bad. In a world where DuckDuckGo is at the pond of our hands, get it? Cause like pond ducks, it's like DuckDuckGo and pond. It's easy to laugh him off as a hater, way before hating was at its prime. But in a world where cookbooks and recipes are a mouse click away, maybe he was onto something. Because Betty Sue did not die for this. Okay, but some of these eats are so bad that if you told me someone had sacrificed their life to bring them into existence, I would walk up the stairway to heaven, find them, and then personally escort them down the highway to hell so they could pay for their crimes against humanity. Speaking of hell, what is this? Brother, how do people do this? How do you put a piece of food on the stove, set the temperature, and then just walk away? I would say that this can be solved by staying in the kitchen when you cook things, what normal people do. But this is burnt. You can smell when something is burnt. You can smell it from across the house, especially popcorn. Personal, if you ever smelt burnt popcorn, the smell is probably ingrained in your memory. I probably just gave y'all Vietnam flashbacks. PTSD. Don't die on us. My fault. But dog, this ain't burnt. It's cremated. This shit is incinerated. This shit is so black it has a criminal record. It's so black I saw it walk out with my TV. Speaking of black, holy mother of pearl. What is it? Opposite day? Boiled chicken? Boiled chick. Dog, you need to be boiled. This is an abomination against humanity. Why is the chicken whiter than a Tim Hortons? Whiter than Jim Crow? It's so white, it's whiter than Snow White and the snow itself. Dwarfs be damned. Screw a credit score. This chicken is white enough to own the bank. Probably white enough to own me. And don't even get me started. Is that a hockey puck? A hockey? What were you? Front row seats at Hey Siri, name a hockey team.
Okay, here's one. The New York Rangers.
Thank you. Front row seats at the New York Rangers hockey game? Yo, Jimmy lost a puck. Have you seen it anywhere? Oh, like a hockey puck? Yeah, I saw it. I battered it up and put it inside this dude's sandwich. He had no clue.
Why is it unfathomably dense? Maybe I cut the tomatoes too thick. John, I'm not falling for the neutron star sandwich prank. It's the oldest trick in the book. No, it's a normal sandwich. Just take a bite. I'm just gonna lift the bread a bit.
I know they let you keep home run balls, but this a bit much. You eating the damn thing. Don't forget to wash it down with some sun drop. Sun drop? Sun drop? You must have been dropped on your head. What, they didn't have Sprite? Sarah Miss is better than this. Or Starry. What is Starry? But brother, you thought that was bad? Tee up. This the final boss. And brother, he hits. Cause what is this? What am I even looking at? Question marks is right. I can't identify a single thing in this image. Is this pufferfish? Crab? Why is it purple? A SoundCloud rapper must have spilled his lean. Why it look like the inside of a double cup? And what is that green? When Flight said Irish Spring Green, this is not what he was talking about. This is putrid, diabolical, septic, horrid, vile, wretched. Not even Rhymezone can come up with enough definitions to describe this. This is so bad, I can't even identify the fruit. Question mark. Is that mango? Orange? I don't even know. I think I'm gonna be sick. I'll tell you one thing. It's glistening though. I'll give it that. Whatever Sam I am, no, I will not eat green eggs and ham. Chef cooked this up. He needs a raise. A raise to unemployment. Confiscate the food dye on his way out. I think that's enough food for thought. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go learn photosynthesis, cause this is wretched. I'll catch y'all.